Okay, so I saw this TikTok that this man made, and we're gonna read him together. So it starts with these little slideshows of like pictures that say men are useless, whatever, boohoo, cry about it. And then I shit you not, the rest of the slides are like, who created your car? Who created electricity? I swear to God, there was one that said, who gave you your rights? I swear to God, like, who gave you your rights is crazy, coming from the same people who took the rights. This is actually how you sound. Okay, ready? Okay, oh, men are useless. Men are useless. Who built your car? Who made electricity? I feel like there would be another. So there's this crazy concept. Men actually chose to not allow women to do those things, so you guys actually just had to do it yourself. Well, I don't really care.
In this entire rant, all she could do is add on some made-up words to what was actually said and try to ridicule valid points. In other words, she didn't have any counterpoints to disprove what was said. And for the women who chose not to do these things, comment, if men didn't do them, they wouldn't get done. Also, if this young queen didn't care, why did she make this video? Ladies, I'm not saying you haven't contributed to society, but when you go on the misandrist route of saying men are useless or men aren't ish, you have to understand that envelops all men. The bulk of men have created modern society, which allows all of you these modern comforts. Let's be honest, ladies. Men created the things you take for granted. Roads you use every day, the smartphones you own, the buildings, the vehicles, the appliances. Every piece of infrastructure was designed and built overwhelmingly by men. I mean, even in the show Survivor, they let all these strong independent queens rule an entire island as they saw fit. It didn't go so well once the men were not around to make life easier, did it?
Now that's a lot of damage!
Moving on.
Here's my best piece of dating advice for you. So often we're focused on all the positive qualities that somebody has. Well, they have to be this, they have to be this, and they have to be this. But the one thing I want you to start looking out for is how is this person when things don't go well? No, you go out to dinner and you're having this nice night. Why do you think shows like The Bachelor and all of those Married at First Sight are so popular? It's because it's fake. That's not real life. So of course you're going to have a good time. Of course you're going to have fun because it's not real. Yesterday, I broke my foot. Very unexpectedly. And I literally lost my shit when it happened, and I was alone at home, and I panicked because I'm so used to being single and not having anybody there. I didn't know who to turn to. And the first thing I did was I called Tech Guy. And I called crying hysterically, and the first thing he did was, babe, let's breathe together. I need to bring you down. He then dropped everything, came to pick me up, and took me right to the emergency room so that I could get a scan and a cast.
And what exactly makes this queen think women actively want to date in the real life standards? Nope, women date on easy mode standard, and to ask them to change that setting to a harder level is unacceptable. I'm not harping on women. I am recognizing that if you could date on a mental setting of starring in your own movie, why would you want to ruin that? And I am not going to say she is doing anything wrong with calling a man for help in this case of an emergency. Believe it or not, ladies, men are used to being told how wrong they are and how they are not the ones who make the world a better place. Well, you are all strong and independent until life happens. Things go wrong and you call men to come in and save the day. AKA being Superman without the cape. Just another day for those born with a built-in pair of walnuts.
Damn, skip me.
And has since then been taking care of me, not wiping my ass. But anytime I need something, he's there to help me. And this is what we look out for in a partner. I'm not saying you gotta go break your leg to see how somebody shows up for you. And if you do, that sucks. But my point is, start scratching the surface. Yeah, of course, when things are going well, someone's going to be great to you. But what happens when shit hits the fan? What happens when life happens? What type of partner do they show up as? And making sure that I also show up as a partner that can receive that and show gratitude. When he was sick a few weeks ago, I was there to take care of him, get him soup, get him medication, take care of him, wipe his nose if he needed. I was a partner to support. So yeah, it's important. When the good times are good, that's awesome. But when the bad times hit, it's important to have a partner that actually stands by your side.
I only have one question for this dating advice queen. Why didn't it work out with Tech Guy in the long run if he was so awesome and proving he can be counted on in an emergency? Not that it's any of our business, but if she is going to give online dating advice and use herself as an example, I am confident the bulk of women who listen to her should realize the irony of it all.
God, Karen, you are so stupid.
That's a guy who owned a burnt down building, preaching about fire safety regulations that work. I'm not saying her advice was bad. I am saying since tech guy is out of the picture, how awesomely does she apply her own advice? I mean, some of my longest relationships started at a coffee shop. This is why I always advise first dates should be over a cup of joe. And if you want to impress her, pay the extra 79 cents for a second shot of hazelnut syrup. Be a baller. Moving on.
The reason why a man will leave you after you helped him build is because, in my opinion, you ready? You are his reminder of his past failures. Did you hear what I said? You are his reminder of his past failures. He don't want to remember that he was broke. He don't want to remember that he was a bum. He don't want to remember that he had to always come to you about money. This is why you don't ever help a man build. Ever. Because they will leave you for someone else that didn't have to do a single thing. And it's not her fault. And also, he would never tell her about his past failures. Why should he? Why should he? He think he made it. I mean, you're the one that helped him anyway. But he's not going to tell her that. And also, they will resent you for helping them build in the end anyway, because they know deep down that was never your job. They know that. Men know that.
She's going to sink, Captain.
But she can't sink. She's unsinkable.
Firstly, let's deflate the general idea of women helping men build. Since the bulk of the home income is brought in by men, spending his money does not equate to helping him build. Very few women out-earn their man, and out of that small number, only a fraction help a man build a business or support him while he is down on his luck. In fact, being down financially is one of the primary reasons women leave.
But wait! There's more!
Secondly, a man rarely leaves a woman because she reminds him of his past failures. This queen is reading some special Cosmo article if she believes that. Now fam, if she were to say that a woman constantly reminds him he has everything because of her, or she isn't content with what he has achieved and constantly demands him to do more, that is believable as to why he would leave. Women don't build a kingdom. They wait until a man has built everything, move in, throw some new furniture around, and claim they helped out a ton. To my younger male viewers, let me give you this advice. If you work hard to make $1 million, I promise you one of these queens is going to want to move in and say, okay baby, I'm going to help you make $2 million. Like if you actually needed her help. Either that or she will make sure you will no longer be a millionaire when she takes half of everything on her way out. Moving on.
Do not ask him this question if you just started dating or if you just started seeing each other. This is one of the biggest mistakes you can make by asking this question that I'm about to share with you. It makes you look desperate. It makes you look like you don't have anything else to focus your precious time and energy on, and that makes you unattractive. Because remember, ladies, men want what they cannot have. They are natural hunters and pursuers. And by the way, if you're new to my page, hello, my name is Shanta. I'm a dating and relationship coach, and I help single women attract high quality men and have the commitment of their dreams. Here is the big question that I recommend you never ask a man. So, what are we? The moment that you ask this question, you lower yourself in worth and value in his eyes. You disrespected yourself in his eyes. So the attraction, gone.
So far, so good on this young relationship guru queen. I mean, I don't have any fancy head shrinking degrees like most of these coaches, but I do have extensive field experience in the dating jungles, to include those oh so awesome dating apps. I do agree with her that asking what are we is a recipe for disaster, i.e. don't ask questions you know the answers to. 9 times out of 10, he will let you know if you are in a serious relationship. Now, I am not saying you should assume you are in a relationship. I am saying base it on reality. If he hasn't asked for monogamy, you don't have it. Also, keep in mind, for as much as you ladies want Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray to commit, it probably isn't going to happen. And if it does, don't get shocked or shaken if he steps out on you.
I want you ladies to understand your worth, power, and value to the point where he is wondering, what are we? Where is this going? Claim your power back by preventing giving him so much of your energy, time, and focus. One of the greatest things I recommend to prevent being in a state where you're wondering where things are moving forward with the guy is circular dating. You'll be so busy dating multiple men that you won't have the time to sit around and wonder what that one specific guy is doing with the relationship and with you. If you're a single woman and you are sick and tired of prematurely getting attached to that one man who doesn't even treat you the way that you should be treated, like a queen, and you're ready to have your dream relationship with your Mr. Right, then click the link in my bio so I can guide you and help you to prevent making common mistakes that push away good men and instead end up attracting the wrong man. So if you're ready to break this pattern and attract your Mr. Right, finally, click the link in my bio and let's work together.
Circular dating. Gee, that is such a subtle term. Let's call it what it is. The carousel rides. This dating guru actually is saying the way to get a good man is by racking up bodies?
Him, her, him, bodies!
Sister, a woman doesn't need your help to slew her around. She just has to set her dating profile to, if you have a pulse, you have a date with me. Since when is becoming a multi-sausage gobbler bring a woman's power back? A woman's power is in her purity, not in wearing down her treads. Do women actually believe this nonsense? Tell you what, ladies, do an experiment. Ask a guy which he prefers, a woman with less than 5 bodies or a woman with more than 100 bodies. Make sure you tell him beforehand he has 0 chance of sleeping with you to get a more honest answer. Sorry, Queens, but tacos turned to roast beef sandwiches are not a first round draft pick for good men. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.